Hi, I'm U.S. Weather Analyst Andrew Fleck around here Tuesday afternoon, and we're just going to be doing a weather discussion for three portions of the country today. The first, the Northeast. Second, we're going to talk about the thunderstorms in the Southeast. And last, we're going to look at the wintry weather that's going to be affecting the West. And all three areas are going to be dealing with some type of pretty intense weather. And number one, I'm going to start off in the Northeast. The Northeast needs to be really watching here because in the past day or two, we had a strong system move through across the Great Lakes. What happened was you had a warm front stretch out. Ahead of that warm front, we had a pretty heavy dose of rain around this area here. Some areas saw anywhere from 1.5 to 2 isolated amounts, even 3 inches were sought to fall around that area. Today, we had a system up here that was supposed to just ride east of the country. This system ends up pulling moisture up in the same area and now moving off. Now that's now after day one of saturation. Day two comes and continues to keep the area saturated. Now the third one is going to be this mass right in here, and this is not a little system. This is a pretty big system, a system that could give another good moderate rain of maybe 12 hours of rain, some heavy at times, and with the precipitational water, it just makes it seem that heavier. Now, why is this such a concern? Well, it's fall time. Okay, you're going to have low drainage areas where there's leaves hanging around on the roads. Things are not going to filter down into the drains quick enough. Areas that have been saturated from the first two storms are not going to be able to take this, and I think there's going to be a pretty good problem possible for some of the flooding areas across this area here. Mainly roadways, I'd say some small creeks and streams. I don't think rivers will be a problem at all, but like I said, you're going to have some strong runoff due to the saturation and some of the drainage areas, which could be a pretty big concern for the next system coming up on your Wednesday, late tonight into your Wednesday. So there's going to be a little bit of a problem for you folks up in the northeastern, in that eastern area or that section. So just watch out. Just keep an eye on it. Models come out this afternoon. They show rain looking a little more intense than it actually looked a few model runs ago and a few days ago. So I'll tell you what, the first two storms did a pretty good dose on this portional area out here, and I don't know what this third one's going to do, but all I know is it could cause even more problems. So again, you're going to have to really watch out for this system because this could be another one that drops another 1.5 inches, and if it comes down quick, where you could get some flash flooding or just some areas on the roadways that can't filter out into the drains quick enough, you're going to have some problems. So again, keep and stay true to that, and keep an eye on it for your Wednesday morning, all day Wednesday, if you are going to have any of those creeks and streams rise, if you get the rain that you're categorized to get. So again, around here in my house, we had 2 inches of rain in the past two systems. Another inch wouldn't be helping much at all, especially the rate that it comes down. If it comes down very slowly, I think you guys will be fine. But if it comes down pretty quickly, get a quick 1.5 inches, you might have some problems. So just keep an eye on that. Now, as we head into the southeast now, we're going to go and look at here is now the thunderstorm issue. And around here, you're going to have to deal with the strong thunderstorms, the strong surge of moisture that's pushing off from the Gulf. That's what a lot of these systems have done, okay, so far over the past weeks or so with the pattern that we've been in. A lot of these systems have really come across lowly, closer to the Gulf, and when you have that, okay, what that's going to do is you're going to have a pretty close flow to the Gulf, or your main mother, we could name that an M, for your mother of moisture. That's usually wherever you have a system digging as deep as it is, you can really have any system become very intense with heavy rains, thunderstorms. We've seen that in the past days or so. So again, be careful, folks. You can already see the moisture just feeding up into this storm that just makes it that more intense. You're going to have some thunderstorms on the coasts of the Gulf, some heavy trainers, okay, against this line. And some thunderstorms probably breaking out closer to the Gulf states, like I said. So that's number 2 on the list, and it's not too much to talk about. You're just going to have the thunderstorms, like I said, and A lot of them are just going to kind of form off the Gulf and the Atlantic because of how close the storm is to those main water and moist areas, such as the Atlantic here, the Gulf here. So just keep an eye on that, and that's going to push to the northeast, like I talked about in region segment 1. And as we go to region segment 3, this is where we don't go to the rain, but we go more to the snow. And over the west, this is where the snow, like I said, was going to fall. And here, right now, it looks very disorganized, and that's because we have a lot of surface areas of low pressure. And once you get into that one main low pressure, you're going to start to see all that come together and form one band of snow. And as of right now, we're just going to be seeing higher elevational areas of snow across here, across Colorado. Okay, you're going to see a lot of that coming down right now. A lot of winter storm watches down, a lot of winter storm warnings up already, advisories. I continue to let everyone know that really if you're anywhere in this area, okay, with how many surface low pressures there are, and until the system starts getting to its main strength, folks are going to have to watch for a pretty interesting amount of snow. We're talking about maybe a foot or so in the higher elevations, and even in the low valleys. I mean, look out. You guys might even see a good accumulation as well. So that's really how it looks, okay, overall this afternoon. Now, I think it's going to look a little better by tonight. So folks around that area are going to have to take caution as well. So, again, like I talked, the first region is going to have to be the heavy rain area in the northeast, the severe weather in the region 2, down around the southeast and Gulf states, and in region 3, the mountainous regions, northwest central U.S. is going to have to watch for some snow. That's going to give a pretty good amount to somebody, or should I say a little more than just somebody. So that's it for your Tuesday video segment. If things do get interesting tonight, I will do another one, but we'll have to see how the weather pans out during the afternoon and early evening. So I'm U.S. Weather Analysis Andrew Fleck, and I'll talk to you guys later.